Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In this video we will be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by your faculty Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be discussing today? Why Punjab keeps flooding. First and foremost, if you're someone who likes to know more about geopolitical issues or anything that is affecting the nation, then this is the right channel for you. If you have to get updated information on these factors with respect to national, geopolitical, international events, then one of the first things you have to do is subscribe to the Legacy IAS Academy channel. To get constant updates as to whenever we upload the video, if you have to get the notification, then hit the bell icon below. Alright, now without further ado, let's get into the topic. Why is Punjab getting flooded again and again and again? Why? See, first and foremost, in recent terms, this would not be wrong if we call Punjab the food bowl of India. So much so that it is generating more than 13% of wheat and more than 11% of rice for our entire country, with just occupying 1% of the landform terrain with respect to the farms. Now, when we are going to call it a food bowl of India, why is it actually having so much floods? Is it because of man-made or natural reasons? First and foremost, understand the geography of Punjab. It is naturally flood prone because when we tell it is a place naturally flood prone because it has 3 rivers naturally running into the country. Understanding? And one thing, if you see about, we will discuss what are the rivers, how much is the effect and all, but before that, if you see with respect to Punjab, the same kind of what we are witnessing in Punjab of India, we see the same kind of devastation in Punjab of your Pakistan also. The 2025 floods alone caused 23 districts to flood, 3.8 lakh people have been affected, 11.7 lakh hectares has been destroyed and has led to more than 43 deaths. Now, this is not the very first time such kind of floods are happening, but of this scale. See, understand one concept why we are discussing this topic. Floods, okay, these are natural occurrence, but the impact of floods, if coupled with human negligence, when I tell human negligence, even let's say your system which is not favorable to the scenario, or if it is too excessively centralized in decision making, then that also would depend on the impact being higher, which means the loss is higher. That is what has happened in your Punjab flooding case of 2025. Now, when I told you Punjab is naturally prone to floods because it is drained by 3 perennial rivers, Ravi, Beas and Sutlej. And there are also seasonal smaller streams such as your Jayanagara and Kottapalya. Understanding? When they are bringing the amount of alluvial soil or alluvial deposits to the region, it is the richest one in the entire planet. Thus, we call it the food bowl of India. Another thing with respect to your monsoon rains is the rivers at this period of time, during the monsoon's period of time, that is starting from your June, in Punjab, Himachal and Jammu and Kashmir automatically swell it up. Alongside this, let's say when the rivers swell up, more water is there, what happens? The first way to contain is through your earthen embankments, that is your natural barrier. This is how your earthen embankments work. But because of your huge deforestation, lot of your let's say illegal minings and all this has led the area more prone. The first layer of defense is broken. When you break the first layer of defense, then you can imagine the force that is being put on. Now, this is not the very first time that Punjab floods has happened. It's happened in 1955, 88, 93, 2019, 2023 and 2025. Here the impact is largest. Now, in 2025 floods, what has happened? There's an increase of 45% rainfall, more specifically in your Himachal and Jammu and Kashmir. and also 55,000 of cusecs of water has been too much inflow with respect to the Beas, and it has also led to floods in the surrounding regions. Now see, you can look at this partially submerged flood water on your Ganpur village in Patiala district. Understanding? Look at the amount of the impact, the loss we have created with respect to. Again, here I am telling floods is not human, let's say, error, but the impact, how you deal with the floods is where the issue comes in. The river impact details: Ravi swelled up to 2 lakh plus cusecs. Because of this, your Madhapur barrage was destroyed. Sutlej response: one of the first thing is the embankments were held. The southern Malwa region was flooded. Again, heavy rain impact was seen here. One of the things about your dams, if you see, is to store water for scarcity period of time. Right, your Bakra Dam, Pong Dam, your Ranjit Sagar Dam, all of these are etc. are managed by BBMB, that is Bakra Beas Management Board, okay, and Punjab Irrigation Department. First thing is our dams, okay, in entire India, not just your BBMB, that is your Bakra Beas Management Board, but also all over our country we follow something called as rule curve, which means, let's say if this is a dam, everyone has this higher or upper threshold, okay. Above this you will not let water be stored, because then this would lead to a huge catastrophe. So what you would do, you would release the water before it comes to this mark, okay. Otherwise what is called as controlled release. Even though when you are doing the controlled release, what happens is, let's say this is in the upstream, this in the downstream or low lying areas to this water body. This leads to lot of flooding in areas which are in this junction. If you are someone who is looking forward to kickstart your UPSC civil service preparations, look no further, you have found the perfect spot with Legacy IAS Academy, where we maintain our batch size strictly at 40 members per limit so as to provide individualized attention and personalized training. In Legacy IAS, we also offer one-on-one mentorship, regular interaction with the educators. We have daily mains answer writing challenge, prelims mock test series, interview mock test panels alongside. We also conduct holistic current affairs classes. We also provide our sessions in both online as well as offline mode. For those of you who are working professionals and students, we also offer weekend batches. In order to know much more about Legacy IAS Academy, the course details, etc., you can contact the number given below or check out Legacy IAS Academy website. If you want to see how the classes are conducted, you can schedule a demo class either online or offline. Now, coming back to the topic in hand, what is the issue right now? We saw, yes, the rule based, it is applicable to the entire country. What is the issue especially coming from your BBMB? First thing is, they have held that they keep higher marks, very higher marks, that is for letting down of water, releasing the controlled releases, but one of the accusation is they keep the mark very high. So when it is touching almost, they start releasing it. It is as if like many people have claimed that they have no regard for the good of Punjab people. They are only bothered about trying to create a structure which will be useful for feeding the agriculture, but not for flood management. Okay. Another thing they have held, that is, it is too a centralized agency. It does not have people of Punjab's intentions in mind. These are some of the criticisms that is coming. And also with the 2022 amendment, where they said yes, anyone from anywhere can be a member of this particular organization throughout India, that is, they have held that this is a state specific issue. If you do not understand this, then it will lead to even more further issues. Understanding? So they are telling you want the dam only for irrigation and power purpose and not for flood maintenance. And another main issue is there is lack of coordination between your upstream and downstream authorities. Most of the times this is what led to 2 gates being destroyed in your Madhapur barrage, and all production and 12% of rice production, while just occupying only 1% of terrain. This much of loss should not be acceptable. Why? Because it leads to your livelihood loss because of lot of farmland loss, then trust erosion with respect to the institutions, and it takes a huge amount of toll on people with respect to huge number of displacement. So what are the expert recommendation? If you see, first and foremost is to bring in real time coordination in order to bring dam management in a more transparent and real time data. Second thing is maintain huge amount of flood cushions. Third and most important part is the infrastructure and solutions, wherein you start strengthening the dasi bunds to prevent illegal sand mining. You need to spend an additional 4,000 to 5,000 crores in order to desilting an embankment. One of the things which said is this 4,000 or 5,000 crores would be cheaper compared to the impact of the losses that we are seeing post flood. And another thing is, holistic sustainable planning has to be made with respect to resilient infrastructure planning and construction. So yes, floods are a natural disaster, but it can be better managed if good governance is looked into. Understanding? So your Punjab floods of 2025 are a result of both man-made as well as natural causes. So what do we need? We need agricultural integration, power generation, and also flood safety, all put together with respect to managing your dams. And dams have to be managed scientifically, as well as the flood defenses has to be strengthened. With this, we've come to the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, share it along with your friends. Thank you.